Hi, this is Akanksha and welcome back to my channel. I'm so grateful that you're choosing to watch this video with me today. For more content on journaling, intentional living and self-care, consider following my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you through the Mindful Planner page by page and tell you how to use it. And also give you ideas on how you can use this planner to be more intentional, more organized, more productive, and take better care of yourself. With that, let's get started. Before we actually get into the planner, I'd like to tell you how this planner looks and feels. It's a hardbound planner with matte finish और paper quality काफी superior है. I wanted to make sure that the ink doesn't stain on the other side of the paper, no matter what kind of pen you want to use. The planner is available in two colors, Blissful Beige and Peaceful Peach. If you are someone like me who likes things subtle and minimal, then you can go for the Blissful Beige. Or if you want something more energetic and inviting, you can go for the second option, which is the Peach salmon kind of a color. Ensure that the planner is sturdy so you can use it in a rough and tough way. Before I get into the planner, I want to point out that this is an annual undated planner, which means that you won't find any dates through the planner, which is a great thing because you can use it at your own pace. First of all, this planner is long enough for it to last you 1 year. That is if you use it every single day. If you happen to skip a few days, a week or even a month, let's say you're traveling and you're not going to use the planner, you can come back and continue जहाँ पे भी आपने छोड़ा है वहाँ से you can just continue and keep going on. I didn't want that even a single page of the planner should get wasted. तो मैंने इसी तरह से इसे डिज़ाइन किया है कि अगर आप बिजी हो, कभी नहीं कर पाए तो भी वापस आके आप जब भी चाहे कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं अपने प्लानर में और खुद से मंथ, डेट, वीक डाल सकते हैं. So let's get into the planner and let me take you through the different sections of this book. So when you open the planner, the first page is dedicated to your name and some of your personal details so that in case you lose it, someone can get it back to you. After that, I've given a planner guide which tells you what the planner contains and how are you supposed to use it. So the planner basically is divided into 4 sections: the yearly pages, the monthly dividers, the monthly pages and the weekly pages. The first section that you find in the planner are the yearly pages. Now, irrespective of when you start to use this undated planner, you can choose to fill them up and start planning the upcoming year from that time onwards. So let's say if you happen to buy the planner in the middle of a year, that's okay, not a problem. You can still use these pages to plan the remaining of the year or to plan the next year from that date going on. So that flexibility is given to you so that आप actually साल की शुरुआत का वेट नहीं कर रहे हैं कुछ पॉजिटिव चेंजेस अपने लाइफ में लाने के लिए. आप कभी भी ये प्लानर खरीद के यूज़ करना स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. So that's not a problem at all. In this section, there is space for you to set goals, build a vision, create a vision board. There are very interesting journaling prompts which can help you get excited to envision a brighter future for yourself. And I would highly encourage you to take some time and reflect and think about what are the things that you want to do professionally, personally, for your own self, any travel or experiences you want to take in the coming year and the habits you want to inculcate. The next section in the planner are the monthly dividers. So based on the science of happiness and positive psychology, I have shared these very interesting themes at the beginning of every month. Things like goal setting, gratitude, self-acceptance and so on. So these sections are to keep you inspired. These are your opportunities to sort of pause and reflect about some happiness practices that can really make your journey more intentional and joyful. The third section in the planner are the monthly review and plan pages. So at the end of every month or the beginning of every month per se, I've given a space for you to reflect upon how did the last month go. देखिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, हम आगे कुछ भी करना चाहते हैं थोड़ा सा वक्त निकाल के ये सोचना ज़रूरी है अप अंटिल एट दिस पॉइंट हमने जो भी किया उसमें क्या चीज़ वर्कआउट किया, क्या नहीं वर्कआउट किया, किस चीज़ में हमें सक्सेस मिला और किस चीज़ में हमें लर्निंग्स मिली. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू रिव्यू what directions we've put our efforts in and what have got us results, and based on our understanding and learnings we can see, okay, moving forward what is it that we want to focus on and what is it that we want to accomplish. This section allows you to write 3 types of goals down: professional goals, personal goals and self-care goals. Professional goals can cover, what is it that you want to accomplish on the work front, any upskilling that you need to do, any courses you want to take, any presentations or projects you want to wrap up. These kind of things can come in professional goals. And even financial goals, if it has to do with your business and income, you can write it in your professional goals itself. The second type of goals are the personal goals. This basically covers what you want to do on your personal front, primarily at your home front, your relationships, your responsibilities, your community, your hobbies per se. So everything that you want to do on your personal front, वो आप इसमें लिख सकते हैं. And finally, self-care. I think that is something which completely goes unnoticed. ये एक section इसलिए है ताकि आप ये सोच सके कि आप अपने लिए क्या करने वाले हैं एक महीने में, किस तरह से आप अपने आप में इन्वेस्ट करने वाले हैं. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दिस सेक्शन, बिकॉज मुझे ऐसा लगता है सेल्फ केयर बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट फ्यूल है किसी भी तरह के और गोल्स को अकम्प्लिश करने के लिए. सो ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ गुड रूटीन्स, हैबिट्स, प्रैक्टिसेस और थिंग्स दैट यू वांट टू डू टू कीप योर बॉडी, माइंड, सोल enriched would come in this section. And once you're done with setting your monthly goals, final section is the weekly section, which covers 70-80% of the planner. So every week has a dedicated set of 4 pages. The first 2 pages are basically space for you to make your to-do list, set your weekly goals, check off things that you want to do on a daily basis. It's a beautiful spread of 8 boxes. The first box is dedicated for you to write the weekly goals, and the other 7 boxes you can use to make daily to-do list. Again, I've just given the days here, keeping it very flexible for you to write down the date yourself so that there's no pressure of catching up to any kind of dates. It's an undated planner which gives you huge flexibility to use it in your own way. जो मुझे सबसे ज़्यादा फ़ायदा लगता है इस तरह के स्प्रेड का, वो ये है कि आप अपने वीकली गोल्स जब लिखते हैं और उसके बाद डेली टू डू लिस्ट बना रहे होते हैं, it helps you kind of keep in the weekly goals in perspective when you make your daily plans, so that you don't lose sight of what you intended to do in the beginning of the week. The second part of the weekly spread is another set of 2 pages which has space for you to track your habits. So if there are any healthy things that you're planning to track, like eating fruits or meditating every day or maybe few times a week, going for a walk or sleeping a certain hours, so anything that you're doing for your self-care and you're building these good habits for your mental health, your physical health, emotional, spiritual health, whatever it is in your case, you can track the habits here. I want to just point out and say that research shows people who track their habits are more likely, much more likely to actually build them. तो मैं आपको encourage करूँगी कि आप ये section को use करें. You don't have to burden yourself with writing like 5 or 6 habits in one go. If you're just starting to build habits, just start with 1 or 2 maximum habits in one go. Don't overwhelm yourself. And धीरे धीरे जब एक हैबिट बन जाएगी तो आप दूसरे ऐड कर सकते हैं, so on and so forth. Another important thing is to focus on the good that's going on a weekly basis. So I've created this section which asks you, what's going well, what are you grateful for. तो मैं आपको encourage करूँगी कि आप weekly basis पे डेफिनेटली कुछ नोट्स लिखें जिसमें आप पॉइंट आउट करें कि अच्छा इस वीक में सबसे अच्छा क्या हुआ, किस चीज के लिए आप कृतज्ञपूर्ण महसूस कर रहे हैं, व्हाट आर यू फीलिंग ग्रेटफुल फॉर. द थर्ड पार्ट इज द सेल्फ चेक इन. अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स व्हेन वी कीप गोइंग ऑन इन आवर लाइव्स, वी डोंट गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू पॉज एंड रिफ्लेक्ट एज टू हाउ आर वी फीलिंग एंड डूइंग इन डिफरेंट एरियाज ऑफ लाइफ, राइट? So this section has health, work, relationships, purpose and self-care, and it gives you an opportunity to sort of see, okay, where am I doing on a scale of 1 to 10 in terms of my health and other things. You can also take the opportunity to consciously and intentionally decide what are your priorities for the coming week, so that stays at the back of your mind. And finally, this section has certain routines that you want to set. Now, it doesn't have to be very strict, and I would encourage that you don't fill this up very tight. Keep it a bit flexible, but routines are helpful to build a life which is more intentional, more relaxed and more organized. So what you can do in this section is decide if there are certain things that you do want to become a part of your routine. You can pick up 1 or 2 of these sections and say, okay, in the morning I'm going to meditate and I'm going to read a page from so and so book, and that's all, right? Or if you want to add to that, you say, okay, evening between this time to this I want to go for a walk. Don't have to fill it up all together in one go. Don't overwhelm yourself. I'm repeating that for you. थोड़े से start करें, 1 या 2 चीजें आप अपने रूटीन में डालिए और धीरे धीरे करके आप उसे build कर सकते हैं. So that's all on the weekly pages, and this is what you repeat month on month. You start with 1 week, set goals, write to-do list, reflect how did the week go, what went well, and plan the next week and keep going forward like that. And when the month ends, you can go back and reflect what happened in the last 1 month and how I want to be more intentional and focused in the upcoming month. Once the complete year ends and your planner is full, that's 12 whole months worth of a planner. The last section is the year-end reflections, where I've given some interesting questions to kind of note and reflect upon about how the year went. What were your different accomplishments? What did you learn? Some of the compliments you got, the most beautiful movie you saw in that year, or the TV show that you really enjoyed, a hobby that you loved spending your time in. And that's it for the Mindful Planner. If you already don't own a Mindful Planner, the link to buy the planner is in the description below. And if you already have the planner and you were watching this video just to understand how to use it, I hope you found this video useful. If you still have any questions, please write it down in the comment section below and I'll be very happy to answer any questions that you might have. That's all in this video. Thank you so much for watching. Learn more about how you can use journaling to build a stress-free, mindful, and a happier life. You can follow me on Mindful Journaling Academy on Instagram, and also take a look at my other courses and community offerings. I'll put all the details in the description below for you to take a look. And until next time, lots of love to you. Bye.